Hey everyone, Sean Vega here with RCC Indoor Percussion. Today we're going to talk a little bit about the creative process, starting with a small idea and taking it all the way to the field, floor, or stage. Now this is going to be a 4-part series, and I've enlisted the help of a good friend and RCC section leader, Sean Parra.
Alright, this is going to be really interesting. How do I even start? Hi YouTube. Hello people.
Now Sean and I are going to be using a very specific portion of RCC's 2018 production, Listen. So I thought it would make sense to show you RCC's final performance of that section before we get started. Okay, roll it. Roll tape.
Metaphoric lyrics on persistent drum sonnets. Perpetual pounding to ascending verse. From tribal sounds reveal unspoken word poets. Ones with vision beyond sight, unrehearsed. Lyrically beating drum sonnets. Echoing in the heart of the human race. Listen.
Now there was a lot going on there, but I want you to focus on the foundation of that segment, which was the vocal track. That vocal track was written and performed by spoken word artist Charlie Schmidt. And in this particular segment, the poetry had a natural rhythm and cadence to the way he performed it. So it made sense to try to write music that fit into that rhythmic value. Now, several months prior to starting this project, I actually found a video on YouTube that really blew me away. Now I want you to check it out. This was essentially what inspired me to create that particular segment of RCC show. Can you just press play? Just.
I just wanted to ask about the chocolate. The lifetime supply of chocolate for Charlie. Well, when does he get it?
He doesn't.
Why not?
Because he broke the rules.
What rule? We didn't see any rules, did we, Charlie?
Wrong, sir. Wrong.
Under Section 37B of the contract signed by him, it states quite clearly that all offers shall become null and void if, and you can read it for yourself in this photostatic copy, I, the undersigned, shall forfeit all rights, privileges, and licenses herein and herein contained, etc., etc., fax mentis incendium gloria culpum, etc., etc., memo bis punitor delicatum. It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal. You stole fizzy lifting drinks. You bumped into the ceiling, which now has to be washed and sterilized, so you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
So that art form, if you will, is called songify, playing to a spoken word track. In this case, the very famous movie Willy Wonka. Might be a little before some of your time. But the cool thing is that he's literally transcribing the rhythmic values of the spoken word and playing drums to it. So after seeing that and after hearing Charlie's work, I knew immediately that I wanted to do a segment like that in the show, and this is that particular segment. Now let's take a look at the process of how I took these ideas that were in my head and put them into a digital medium that I could manipulate and create real time. So I'm going to use GarageBand as a way to demonstrate how I took the vocal track, a tempo map, and battery parts to flesh out a cohesive idea. So let's start with laying the vocal tracks and finding a tempo, and I'll show you what that looks like in GarageBand.
Metaphoric lyrics on persistent drum sonnets. Perpetual pounding to ascending verse. From tribal sounds reveal unspoken word poets. Ones with vision beyond sight unrehearsed. Lyrically beating drum sonnets. echoing in the heart of the human race. Listen.
The next step was coming up with parts that I felt sounded like what Charlie was saying. And that was kind of a grueling process of literally playing on a pad, listening to Charlie over and over again until I had a feel for how he was saying it. Now again, the tempo map totally helped because it gave me some parameters of what I was going to play and the tempo that it was going to sit at. And then it was just really kind of massaging and moving. So let's take a look at what that GarageBand file looks like now with some battery parts in there.
Metaphoric lyrics on persistent drum sonnets. Perpetual pounding to ascending verse. From tribal sounds reveal unspoken word poets. Ones with vision beyond sight, unrehearsed. Lyrically beating drum sonnets. Echoing in the heart of the human race. Listen.
So the next step is to get all of this material into the hands of the performers. And that's exactly what Parra is going to go through with you guys in part 2. So stick around.